Hello, I am doing an example for Math 10-3. It's a question from the workbook on page 35, number 7. I'm going to read the question through. The cost of a 355 milliliter can of juice is $1.25 in a vending machine. A 1.89 liter carton of the same juice costs $3.89 in the grocery store. How much would you save per milliliter if you bought juice from the grocery store instead of the vending machine? Hint, 1 liter is equal to 100 milliliters. So let's first list out all of the information about the can. So the can of juice has a volume of 355 milliliters, and it has a cost of $1.25. The carton has a volume of 1.89 liters and a cost of $3.89. So we want to know how much we would save per liter if we bought it in the carton instead of the can. The first step here is to recognize that we have two different units for volume and we need to convert them. Now, because this question is asking for the savings per milliliter, I'm going to convert the volume of the carton into milliliters. So I know that 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. I want to know how many milliliters of juice I have in a carton that has 1.89 liters. Notice that in both instances my liters are in the bottom, and so the units that will come out on top are in the milliliters. We're going to cross multiply, and so we get 1,000 times 1.89, and that's equal to 1x. So we have 1,890 milliliters in the carton. So our carton is equal to 1,890 milliliters. So that's our first step. Our next step will be to determine the cost per milliliter for each. And I do that, notice cost per milliliter, so I put my cost on top and my unit in volume, milliliters, on the bottom. So the can has a cost of $1.25 per 355 milliliters. So I'm just going to divide that out and determine my cost per milliliter. So $1.25 divided by 355, and it comes out to be 0.00352. So that in terms of dollars, that 0.003. So that's like 0.3 of a cent per milliliter. That's for the can. Now let's do the cost in terms of the for the carton. So our carton is $3.89 for 1,890 milliliters, and so let's divide that out. So we have 3.98 divided by 180 or 1,890 milliliters, and this is 0.002058 cents or dollars per milliliter. So if we want, now we have the information we need to determine our savings, and to do that we're going to take the cost in a can and subtract the cost for a carton, and this is the cost per milliliter. So we take 0.00352 and we subtract from that 0.002058, and let's just enter that in and we will see what the savings is. So it's, oh, helps if I do the full question on the calculator. There we go. And so our savings is 0.00146, okay, and that's in dollars. Remember that for every dollar there's 100 pennies, so if I converted this to pennies, this would be 0.146 cents. So not even a full penny per milliliter. Hopefully that answers your question, Linda, and I will send you this link. Thanks for asking.